Thanks for joining us this month. We're going to do things a little differently. We're going to get to your digital tip, but before that, we're just going to share a couple things that we've been up to since the last time you've heard from us.
One of those events was last week. We attended the nonprofit conference Plant, Cultivate, Bloom, put on by the Nonprofit Education and Development Network at UW Green Bay. You were there, Lindsay, as well. What was one of your takeaways, or what was something that stood out to you?
I was able to sit in on actually Bridget's session. She partnered with Michael Schwartz from ISI to talk about the necessity to have a plan in place when something unexpected happens. You know, last week we saw the weather. It could be something more significant, such as a fire or who knows what, but you want to make sure that you are prepared. And they did a great job explaining real life scenarios that could happen and why having a plan and a detailed plan is so important. What about you, Jordan?
Well, it was just awesome to see a lot of familiar faces and just connect with a lot of people, nonprofits that we support, that we've helped. And I think that was just really cool to be in that environment, because it really is at the heart of O'Connor Connective, is helping these impactful community causes, move them forward or just help them in any way that we can.
Yep. Speaking of impactful, we were also able to attend the impactful event by the Women's Fund, where our own Bridget O'Connor received an amazing award for her contributions to our community. So again, there's amazing things happening in our community, and we're really grateful to be a part of it.
And next is the tip that we'll share, which is 5 ways to improve your nonprofit's website. And I think we're ready to jump into that.
Sounds good. All right, tip number 1. Craft a compelling call to action for donations. You want people to give, but you want to be able to let them know what they're giving towards. You want to let them know the mission behind your organization to really get people to understand why it's important to give, what their money is going to do, and why you're asking for their support.
Tip number 2 is to have brand consistency on your donation page. Obviously, getting a donation page up is the first step, and that's great. But once you have that up, it's very important to either brand it with your colors, your font, or especially kind of, as we were just talking about, your kind of compelling call to action. Like, what is the purpose of your nonprofit, or why should someone give to yours? So just making that all within your brand language and your brand style.
Yep. And one thing too, there's a lot of third-party sites that can help with donation capturing. So make sure that your brand is reflected on that. Should you need the support, is also a great tip. And then third, optimize for mobile users. We all know it. We use these quite a bit. So make sure people donate using their mobile device. So make sure that your donation page, your website in general, is mobile friendly, because accessibility, easeability, convenience are all things that we value. So making sure that your donors are able to utilize it in one quick way is very essential.
And if you want to just make sure that that's a good idea, you can go in your Google Analytics or some backend to see. And as we see for many of our clients and even our own website, a majority of people access them on mobile. But if you're the anomaly, then maybe you could only do it for desktop. But it is too important sometimes, maybe if you're trying to bring that up of, hey, we need to make it mobile friendly, using those statistics to say 65% of our users are on their mobile. So this would be really important. Could be just a way to champion that idea, which is a great idea. And tip number 4 is to encourage recurring donations. Obviously, someone giving one time is great, and we would love that, but really trying to either put a box maybe that someone can check just to say, I want to give $10 a month or whichever.
Yeah, the best tip there is just to make sure that the continued giving is an option at all. Tip number 5, playing off that. So with the giving, make sure that you can demonstrate impact with some specific giving amounts. For example, that could mean if you donate $100, this will happen. You'll be able to give 100 meals to families in need. If you give $50, this will help provide a scholarship for a child. Whatever it may be, showing the impact that your giving has on your organization will only help you with your donor success.
Now we're going to share a recent success story of the Boys and Girls Club of the Bay and Lakes region. So Lindsay, what was the impetus for this partnership?
So we've done a lot of work with the Boys and Girls Club, but the one project I'm going to specifically share is helping them create a new website. How do we tell their story? They were now a new regional organization. They called themselves now the Boys and Girls Club of the Bay and Lakes region, but they have 3 local clubs: the Club of Green Bay, the Club of Door County, and the Club of Shawano. Previously, before their new site, they had 2 specific websites, one for Door County and one for Shawano. So our challenge was, how do we use this new regional identity but still keep the essence of each local location and each club that our families and donors in our community is all familiar with.
And we did that through the navigation, having each of them as their separate one with photos, with different things that, to Lindsay's point, kept that local essence, but had it in one place. So if somebody just wanted to connect, learn more, or give, they could find it in one location versus having 2 separate websites.
Yep, and one thing we were really intentional about was sharing that local impact. So when you go visit the website, you'll be able to see these little snippets of local stories and the impact that a teacher or a volunteer may have had in the lives of a child. And really, we say here, their mission is to allow children to reach their full potential, become productive, responsible and compassionate individuals. And these stories are little ways that they have done that.
And if you want to find out more about this story, we recently posted it on our website. So if you scroll down on the homepage, you'll see the logo of the Bay and Lakes Region Boys and Girls Club, and just click on that and you can find out more and see exactly how we did the website overhaul.
Yep. Thank you again for watching this month's extended version of our digital tip. We really appreciated sharing a little bit more about what we've been up to and the partners that we've been able to support.
And if you want to stay more up to our recent success stories or what we're doing in the community, you can sign up for our Communicating What Matters newsletter, which you should find in the notes, the comments down below, to sign up for that to receive our bi-monthly email. And again, thank you for watching.
Thank you.